In the past 2 to 3 days, Gala has had over a 30%, almost a 40% increase in value, which is absolutely insane. I truly believe that Gala's bullish trend may have officially begun and will result in many new millionaires. I will be giving my reasonings as to why in this video, but before I do, I cover some additional points, important reasons in my last video on Gala. So if you don't want to miss out on that, then click the link to that in the description below. And if you like these type of videos and would like to see more in the future, then let me know by smashing the like button down below and subscribing to the channel with the post notification bell turned on. So firstly, let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Being that as it stands, Gala looks like it has well and truly ended its bearish trend and is starting a bull run. As you can see, Gala did drop into this green buy zone that I drew out between this downward sloping support and resistant wedge, and it reached a bottom of around 3.1 cent, and it has been pumping like crazy ever since. As I said, making almost, if not over, a 40% increase in value in just 2 to 3 days, which is absolutely insane. At this current point in time, Gala has increased in value by a total of 15.36 today, just today alone, which is absolutely insane. It is pumping like never before, and it is now currently worth at around 4.3, almost 4.4 cents, which is very, very good indeed. And it doesn't look like Gala is going to be slowing down anytime soon. Gala, in my opinion, should Gala continue in this fashion, which I personally believe that it will, as we are achieving higher highs and higher lows in accordance to the RSI graph, as you guys can see down here. As you can see over here, we managed to reach this high around here, and this part in the graph here was actually even lower in value than it was here before, but the relative strength index seems to indicate that actually there was more invested into Gala at this point. It's stronger here than it was when it was higher up earlier on. So, should Gala continue in this bullish trend, I believe Gala will reach a minimum of around 6.2 cent in the very, very near future, to which it is very common for altcoins to start consolidating in this direction at this level, as this was Gala's last major resistance level that it cannot break through. However, I believe that Gala can easily surpass that resistance level and pump even further up to numbers as high as 10 cent, if not to mention even higher, meaning that you could easily make over a 200% profit from the low down here, and even further than that should it go higher than 10 cent. From this current moment in time, if you were to invest into Gala right now, you'd be making at least a 131% increase in value if it was to get to 10 cent, which I believe it can do. But I'll be giving my reasonings to that closer to the time, especially if Gala can break through this resistance level that I drew out around here at the 6.2 cent region. So, some very, very exciting stuff for Gala and us investors, guys. I am indeed very, very bullish, but for some further insight, the additional reasons as to why I believe that Gala is bullish, besides reaching the end of its ABC correction path as it seems to reach the end as it's now pumping up in this direction, is firstly because of the crisis occurring with the US banks. As many of you should already know, Silicon Valley Bank, SVB Bank, did have a massive crisis, and due to that, numerous banks across the United States have drastically dropped down, as you can see here, leaving the index of 24 major US banks down by a total of 10%. Look at all these big name banks that have dropped down by so much, and this is mainly due to the fact of what happened with Silicon Valley Bank. This is the repercussions of what happened with this bank. And in my opinion, because of this, I believe that people realise that crypto may be the saving grace to save their money. If we quickly go back to looking at the market, if we click on Bitcoin quickly, we can see that Bitcoin has been pumping like crazy, more or less at the same time that Silicon Valley Bank crisis had occurred, and currently Bitcoin is trading and increased in value by a total of 7.37%, which is very, very good indeed. Bitcoin broke through the 25,000 resistance level, which is very, very big news indeed, and it is still continuing to rise, and we all know that when Bitcoin is bullish, the rest of the market is bullish as well. But that is not all, as Gala themselves have had a lot of leaks and updates that have been recently released to us, which I covered most of them in my last video on Gala, which if you haven't watched, like I said in the beginning of the video, check it out down below. But since then, they have announced more updates. For example, they have released some updates, some announcements on their game Legends Reborn, and how there'll be a public playtest coming next week, which is big, big news. I cannot wait to play and see this gameplay, guys. As you can see here, this is going to be very, very big, and this is probably one of the reasons as well as to why Gala has been pumping, because there's been so much news coming out in regards to Gala Not just Gala Games, but Gala in general. As I said yesterday, there are numerous updates in regard to Gala Films and Gala Music as well. But additionally to Gala Games as well, as many of you already know, we have pivoted towards mobile. Gala has started diving into mobile games. With 2.6 billion potential users, it is so hard to ignore. There are so many people in mobile gaming, guys. Mobile gaming is such a massive market, so it's very hard not to ignore this, as many of us should know. So it should come as no surprise that more and more Gala games will be mobile games, which I cannot wait for that, guys. Me being a gamer myself, whether I'm at home, whether on my phone, I'm always wanted to play a game. So playing a very interesting game, a play-to-earn game, if you will, on the go, is very exciting to me. So as you can see, they're excited to share that Battlestar Galactica Eternity will be a mobile-first title. So that means that there is a chance it will come to PC and other consoles in the future, but it will be mobile-first, which is important to note. And these are some very cool images of the game, which you guys can check out here. Some very, very clean stuff, guys. I'm very, very excited to try this game out when it comes out. But that is not all. Like I said, some very, very exciting stuff for Gala Games, for the whole ecosystem, not just Gala Games, but the Gala Films and Gala Music. But not also to mention that there's going to be a VOX Ask Me Anything tomorrow on their YouTube channel at Gala Games, where they'll be revealing leaks, updates and more. Gala is currently fueling this bullish momentum even further, so I will clear your schedule for tomorrow if you haven't already, guys, because this could be massive news and Gala could well and truly pump even further from this. And as a final point before I wrap this video up, I have a series of tweets from Becker, who is a very knowledgeable figure in the cryptoverse, and he says the following. He said a lot of good traders seem to think a rally is on the table. He doesn't disagree, but he's not looking at making short-term trades right now, nor taking much risk, better off focusing on business, and he's looking for good long buys, which he thinks are coming up. He thinks that big long buys, good investments are coming up very, very soon. Which personally, I believe that Gala is one of them that is starting right now. And then I have this thread here where he says, etiquettes look like they're going to absolute hell. He thinks that they will drag Bitcoin with it with just pure fear, pure FUD alone. However, we will likely see more problems with banks and inflation remain a problem afterwards, and he thinks that it's extremely bullish for Bitcoin and the big long buy. Etiquette's nuked, Bitcoin goes down, alts get absolutely destroyed, Bitcoin bottoms, leads the way back up and leaves huge opening for gaming runs from insane lows, and if it occurs, it's the best shot of your life, changing gains via gaming and gaming infrastructure. So yes, if Bitcoin was to nuke and bottom out, as Becker believes, and as many of us believe, myself included definitely, metaverse and gaming crypto is going to be the future. And should Bitcoin bottom out, it will leave a massive open gap, a massive space in the crypto market for gaming to enter and make its statement in the cryptoverse, where we will very likely see gaming crypto's measly market cap of just 20 billion increase to at least the trillions, if not multi-trillions. So that is some very, very interesting stuff indeed, guys. I can't tell you how bullish I am for Gala and for gaming crypto as a whole. But anyways, that is all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and just a reminder, I am not a financial advisor and there's not financial advice, so please do trade at your own discretion. I'm merely to say to my views based off my own research, and make sure you do your own research, guys. But otherwise, if you want to keep up to date on all the hottest new crypto coins that could blow up and make you the most gains possible, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel and turn on that post notification bell as well. Like the video and drop a comment down below on your thoughts on what coin you'd like to see next. But remember, guys, it's just a coin, and I'll see you in the next video.